Hey YouTube, we starting a new project today because the weather outside won't let me work on Project Red Wiggles too much. Uh, it's cloudy out, it's kind of windy and cool, and I just didn't want to be out there messing with it. But I've needed a new dresser for quite a long time. Before I just didn't have the money to buy one, and that thing down there, it's mid 70s, I believe. That thing, it's not worth fixing, you know. So I mean, I don't want to fix it. So I decided I was gonna build one. We started. This is all just standard old number 3 grade lumber, pine lumber. We started off with 6 2x6s that were 62 inches long. We cut them down. We cut them down to 1.5 by 1.5 square, and that's what the majority of this is. We also had 4 pieces of 2x4, 41.5 inches long. This all came from my job. It wasn't scrap, but I had permission to get it, so I got it. Okay, I don't know how many of y'all are gonna be wanting to try this project on your own, but we none of this wood was real, factory made particle sawdust and wood particle glue straight. So, there's, loose joints and stuff like that. But, with this number 3 grade wood, it just, you're never going to get it perfect. There's just no way around it. But anyway, we started off with, we cut those 62-inch pieces of wood down to 36 inches. We started off by building this side and this side. 36 inches. This piece in here is 13 inches. These corner pieces, they're not braces. It was to try to pull them back into square. And we done a pretty good job of it, I think. So, if you're going to use lumber, you may need to take that into consideration. So we built these squares and squared them up. Then we took the 41.5 inch pieces of 2x4 that we had, and we cut those down to 30 inches. Then we struggled to do this without any fancy clamps, but we screwed the side frames to this wood through the end grain. I know that that's not the strongest way to do it, but it'll work for a dresser. Anyway, so we really just screwed them together. We made sure that, we didn't hit any of our other screws or anything like that. So something that you gotta think about if you're gonna do this. So that's what we done. Okay. Now I did make a mistake. I should have these side pieces here that are 13 inches long. I should have sawed them down to where they would still line up flush with the back side of this, but be shorter than this, or they'd be the width of this plywood, because the plywood, well, I'll just show you. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. We've got rounded over edge here and on the other side, and I did that on purpose. Well, see, if we butt the plywood up against it like that, then we've got a round edge to a square edge, and it just looks bad. But if I'd have cut these, whatever this thickness of plywood is, I'm sorry, YouTube, I haven't measured it yet. It's about a 1/4 inch. Actually, hell, it looks thinner than that. Okay, it might be something like 3/16. But I should have ripped that plywood, ripped these pieces down to where I could set the plywood in there, and it'd be flush with this square edge, and then that would look really, really good, you know. So I'm gonna have to take these back out and rip them down a little bit, but when I do that, you guys may see it and you may not. I haven't actually decided. We're also I have to build the drawers yet, so you know I'm hoping to get 4 drawers in this. One maybe 7 to 8 inches deep at the bottom, you know, for my pants, and the next one could be, you know, 4 to 5 inches deep for my shirts, and the top drawer would be my socks and underwear. And I also haven't decided, but I may make a compartment in the top to where the top lifts up, where I can, you know, maybe store a couple of pistols in there or something. Right now I've got all my hand pistols. They're all stored in my sock and underwear drawer. You know, and it gets a little odd when you're trying to find your gun in the middle of the night, you know. I was thinking about maybe just putting in like a bottom here or something to be able to put the guns in. But I don't know if that's going to happen, because I know myself too well. When I have a flat surface that's this large, I see that as storage space. So the compartment may or may not happen. I just don't know. Also, drawer handles for this thing, yeah, those might actually get a little pricey at $3 a pop, and sometimes as much as $4, depending on what I go with. You know, 4 drawers, that'd be 8 of them. You know, that'd be, what's 8 times 4? That'd be $32 right there just in handles. So, but I did find some for like $1.18 that I actually did kind of like them. It looked like a hand hammered metal that I think my grandmother may have actually had them on her kitchen cabinets, which she had a brick house that sat right here where this trailer is sitting until it burned down. I don't have any of her originals, so you know, that it is what it is. But anyway, for the top, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I know it's going to be flush with the back, with a 3/4 of an inch lip here, and maybe a 3/4 of an inch lip on each side. I know that much. I just don't know if I want to try to glue some of this stuff. Don't know if I want to try to glue some of this stuff onto another piece of wood to make my top. I just haven't decided yet. I mean, that would look good, but at $15 a sheet, what this was when I paid for it. Yeah, let's see, 15, 30. That'd be an additional $45. So I'd have near $100 just in this build if I went that route. I have thought about maybe potentially just using regular 1/4 inch plywood on the sides and maybe do something else with the top. Again, I just haven't decided. Okay, YouTube, that's going to end the video for today. I'll be sitting here trying to figure out my drawers, and how I'm going to build those next. I had started filming me putting this together after I cut all the wood, but I was struggling so bad with it. It took me way longer than it should have, so I just deleted those videos and figured I would let y'all see the end product. Okay, YouTube, I hope y'all find some interest in this build, and be willing to watch the next video. Okay, thanks, YouTube. I would appreciate it if y'all would like, subscribe, and comment. Let's go and try to get to 2,000 subs. All right, thanks, YouTube.